What up? This your boy Cole with Cole's Cowboys. So, I was just riding around. I was just thinking, man. Us Cowboy fans, we spoiled, bro. We are really spoiled. Because when things don't go our way, we cry and pout. And we do that because we're the team that gets picked on by everybody. Because all these other teams do the same thing that the Cowboys do. But no, I take that back. All these other teams do more than the Cowboys do in free agency. They do okay with the draft. They go out and they compete. But if you think about it, they be right aligned with the Cowboys. The Cowboys were 12-5 last year. Yeah, we played some teams, but we were still 12-5. And we made it to the playoffs. And we lost our playoff first. We lost the wild card round. But we still had a good season. We didn't have a lot of big names. We didn't pick up free agents with big names. Man, I remember when they was talking about the Cleveland Browns. Shoot, the Cleveland Browns gonna be up there in the AFC Championship game. They got all these, free agents. They got good free agents on their team. They just, they gonna be battling it out with Kansas City. You remember that? The Browns didn't even make it to the playoffs. Man, the Tennessee Titans, they got everybody. Tennessee Titans got, they was number 1 seed and got knocked out in the first round. The Green Bay Packers, they gonna make it to the Super Bowl this year. This is their year. They got bounced in the first round. The first game, division. They was the number 1 seed. We need to stop, man. We need to stop. We need to stop crying. We just need to stop. So, I was thinking about teams that wish they was in our spot. Like the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders been on a mission, man. Their front office, they for some odd reason, they believe they are a quarterback away from being a championship team. Or maybe a competitive team. I don't know. What happened to the legend of Heineke? Y'all, is the legend done? You know what I'm saying? So, they reached out to every team in the NFL. It completely shocks me if they was to call the Cowboys and say, hey, is Dak Prescott available? You know what I'm saying? But they they allegedly called every team in the NFL that asked about their quarterbacks. Yes, they called about Patrick Mahomes. Yes, they probably called about Lamar Jackson. Yes, they called about Aaron Rodgers. Yes, they called about Russell Wilson. And this is where I'm stopping at, because they called about Russell Wilson and they were very aggressive with Russell Wilson. From what I know, the offers that they made was more than the Denver Broncos made for Russell Wilson. And they still didn't get Russell Wilson. Like, they offered more than the Broncos did. And I always put this analogy out that when you go to, it's a dance in the middle school dance or the high school dance, and you want this one girl to come with you, and she said, oh, I'm not going to the dance. And you be like, oh, okay. And then you go to the dance and you see her with another dude. That's what the Washington Commanders is going through right now, because these Commander fans, they had Russell Wilson photoshopped in their new uniforms. Man, they was like adopting Russell Wilson. They were like, come on home. They was ready, and for them to see that Russell Wilson, because nobody knew that we knew Russell Wilson was going to get traded, but nobody knew that Russell Wilson was going to get traded to the Broncos. Nobody. And the fact that the Broncos traded, they traded much more, but the notable trades, they traded Drew Lock, Noah Fant, and a lot of picks and some other players. To me, they could have kept them players. You know what I'm saying? They gave everything out. So, but hey, Drew Lock sucks. You know what I'm saying? That dude ain't no better than Taylor Heineke. That dude trash. So I'm like, dang, like that's kind of you know, funny, because I'm like, and if I'm not mistaken, I think isn't Washington's pick higher than like a little bit, you know, close to, you know, lower than Denver's? You know, so that's funny to me. I don't know. They just did not. Russell Wilson does have that no trade clause. Russell Wilson just didn't want to go to Washington, man. That dude probably was like, hey, if Washington called, tell him I ain't home. That's basically how it was. So, man, Cowboy Nation, be happy, man. We got a quarterback. We have a good quarterback. We like the trash. And I'm going to talk about that salary cap thing, too, in another video. Because you remember the quarterback that's overpaid, that we gave him too much? That number getting a lot smaller. And it's going to get real smaller. So, we're going to touch back bases on that. But Cowboy Nation, that's just a little gem for you. We not that bad of a team. We're not a bad team, in my opinion. Don't let these talking heads like Skip Bayless and Nick Wright and Greeny and Stephen A. Smith tell you otherwise, because they don't know nothing. But keep your head up, all right? Peace.